Mm-hmm. I know I'm probably live already. Good. It's morning time here, and I'm waiting for special guests from the 70s. It was a group here in Southeast Washington called the 100 Years Time. Back in the day, we used to do the Battle of the Bands. This was one of the top groups. And I'm waiting for them to show up here. FaceTime. I don't need this until I can save this until he gives me a call. I can save this until he gives me a call. Yeah, a little humming. I'm turning this off. Turn off my. I don't need no sound check. Don't need no. But let me give you an update. The machine stopped functioning. That's going to make me stay away from the software here. Let me set up a little spot here for the machine, and I want to see if I can squeeze in my what is it, fader X-Tech is what it's called. And I have a whole bunch of extra old duct tape here I want to use up. I don't want to throw anything away. Been on the shoestring budget for the last 7 years. I had a fire. And 7 years ago, I had to leave everything except for the clothes on my back. One keyboard I happened to be playing in the subway. Thank God I was playing in the subway, so I had a keyboard. And thank God I didn't have a parking permit to park in the garage, because all those people lost their car. I don't think they were able to retrieve them. They didn't let anybody retrieve anything. That's a whole nother story. Here we are 7 years later, and God has been good to me. Blessings overflow, wonders to perform. Let's see if I can get some more duct tape here. Instead of throwing the duct tape away, I stick it somewhere and can use it over again. Is that all the duct tape? I had still some more here. Little old strips. And I'm getting ready to put my machina and the X-Tech right here on a little stand, so it'll be right next to me. Here we are, right here, and it's just a little teeny lip right here. Oh man, this thing is. You know, wipe this down. I actually did wipe down some things yesterday, and this is still wet. I challenge anybody who has a studio and you have a keyboard with a stand, old-fashioned X stand, or I challenge you to look down around your feet, look up under your desk, look around the bases of your keyboard stand, look around your pedal, see if there's any dirt or dust. Well, I'm a stickler for that, having the. And I challenge you to take your finger on your keyboard and wipe the first key with your finger and look, see if there's any dust, and wipe the last key and look at your hand and see if there's any dust on it. But I'm a Adrian Monk as far as what that's concerned. I want to see if this will stick on here without falling off. Whoop, that look like it's trying to slide already. I don't want to have this at a tilt, at a serious tilt. I could use some more duct tape too. I'm gonna have to have this at a tilt. Lock it down. And I need to make the bottom bigger too, so when the RoboVac start coming through here, it doesn't knock it over. Yeah, put the bottom. And I have it lower it down some right on top of this desk. Help support it. And let's see if we can squeeze see if I have room for the machina. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to, the X-Tech's gonna have to hang off the edge here. It's not gonna, I don't know if it's gonna fit. You know what I do? You know what I need to take I need to go to the car and get my big heavy pliers. I have some big heavy pliers. I need to bend this part here so that it'll lay flat. Well, anyway, stay tuned. I spelled that wrong here. Hold on. How do you go back and edit the title? I left off some of his name. I think that's going to do it. Let's see. How do you get back to? Okay, let's see if it said, yeah. All right. I hope I spelled this name right. Kevin Powell. Got to put a space in between here. Kevin Powell. Whoops. Whoops. It's running kind of late today. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. Kavin. That's not how you spell Kevin. It's an E. Hold on. It's an E, not an A. And we're not going to be talking about anything much. You know, we're just going to be kicking it with Kevin Powell. Kicking it with Kevin Powell. So he's a serious musician. And I have several friends that's serious musicians. But we're going to come back in a minute. I'm going to name this part 1. No, this is gonna be this beginning, and then we're gonna come back with part one when he calls me. But I have to run down. I really do want to run down to the car and get those pliers, heavy duty pliers, so I can bend this part of the. I want to bend this so that my machiner would fit flat up against here. So we're gonna sign off and wait for Kevin to give me a call, and we are going to be live with Kevin Powell. We did a FaceTime last week, but I was still, what was I on? I was on Restream, and we was on Restream, and it didn't work. You weren't, excuse me, you weren't able to hear any of the. Weren't able to hear anything. So I'm gonna wait for him to call me. I'm gonna run down to I gotta go down to the garage and get my got a big heavy pair of pliers. I'm gonna do some alteration here on this thingy here so that the machiner would fit flat on here with the, and plus I need to bend the other side too, so that the machine and the X-Touch would fit together on here. And you know, there's a young man, he's a serious artist. I'm going to start doing some music. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I need to download the music that and they tell me I had copyrights yesterday. I had copyrights yesterday. I don't remember playing no music that wasn't mine yesterday, but I'm not going to be pressed about it. They tell me I have copyrights yesterday on a video. Did I play anything yesterday that wasn't mine? Well, let me guzzle this. I'll be right back, y'all. We're going to sign off, and I'm going to, I need to start pulling my shoulders back too. I'm pretty sure something must have came up with Kevo. Kevo is his nickname. His friends call him Kevo. When he just went across the country, he drove across the country, and I was honored that he put me on his schedule to meet with me. I told him not to drive into town in Washington, D.C., so I caught the subway. We met out somewhere near Virginia or on the outskirts of Maryland. But we're going to sign off, and when we come back, we're going to be talking with legendary musician, master percussionist. I want to find out how many rhythms is he certified in. He's a flautist. He's played with several groups over the years. I mean, some big name groups, and he's traveled the world, traveled the seas and the world in the 7 seas. Yeah. So I'll be right back. I need to go down. Like I said, I'm going to alter this. And plus, he sent me 2 songs, too. I want to knock them off. He said something that made me think. He said the only group that he's seen that impressed him more. I mean, he said this group impressed him more than Snarky Puppy. That's a lot to say. That's a lot to say. So we be right back with special guest Kevin Powell. Used to be a Washingtonian. When the battle, matter of fact, he was playing in the bands back then when Soul Searchers was trying to hold their spot. And Sugar Bear from Experience Unlimited, and Mousy, James Brown Express. He ended up. Mousy was playing with my brother. He was playing with my brother. Third Stone from the Sun. They were like an alternative rock group. It was Southeast Washington, D.C. D.C. had a lot of black rock groups, hardcore. I mean, they were rock and roll, funk rock. Before, we were doing stuff that the Funkadelics wasn't even doing. I think some of the guys actually, I think they were dressing wilder than the Funkadelics. Me and my brother, we wouldn't go out the house. Everybody thought we were wearing costumes. People used to say, "I like your costume." My brother would be offended by that. But they had most of the guys worked, they after high school they got serious jobs or they got paid playing in the bands. And they moved out of the house, got their own apartment, got their vans. Back then you would buy a van. A van was kind of a hip thing to have. Most of my friends had vans. Everybody would pile in the van. And most of the time they didn't have any rugs or anything in the van. It was just hard metal. You just piled in there. Some of them had rugs in there. But that's just a little thing that we would do in Southeast Washington, D.C. So I'll be right back. We've been here for 15 minutes. 2 people watch. Don't forget to sign right back in. Coming up, we're going to have a special guest with Kevin Powell. So I'll be right back. Now, ring the notification. It's going to be standby. See ya. We'll be right back. God bless us.